What unspoken promise from your dad is locked in that one bracelet? My father gave me a silver charm bracelet for my 13th birthday. It had only one charm, a tiny, perfect book with a little clasp that looked like a lock. For all your secrets, he whispered, fastening it around my wrist. A promise. Just between us. I treasured that bracelet. It was more than a gift. It was a pact. I thought it meant he was my safe place, the one person who would guard my words. The weight of it on my arm felt like his hand holding mine. I believed I finally had a true ally in that house. A month later, after a huge fight with my mom, I went to him, crying. I told him how lonely I felt, how I sometimes wish I could just disappear. I trusted him with the full, messy truth of my adolescent heart. I trusted the promise locked in that bracelet. The next night at dinner, my mom was giving me the silent treatment. My dad, trying to lighten the mood, laughed and said, "Be nice to your daughter, honey, or she might just disappear on us." He winked at me. The whole table chuckled. My voice was gone. The secret I had given him in fragile confidence was now a casual joke for everyone to share. The bracelet suddenly felt like ice against my skin. I took it off that night and never wore it again. But I didn't understand why until years later. I realized the promise wasn't that he would keep my secrets. The promise was that I would keep giving them to him. The locked book wasn't for my protection. It was for his access. It was a beautiful, silent tool to collect my vulnerabilities, to make sure he always knew my weaknesses. He didn't want to protect me. He wanted to know me so he could control me. Last night, I took the bracelet out of its box. The silver was tarnished. I didn't polish it. I just sat there, looking at that tiny, locked book. Then, I took a small pair of pliers from my toolbox and carefully, precisely, I broke the little ring connecting the charm to the chain. The book fell into my palm. I closed my hand around it, then dropped it back in the box and shut the lid. I put the simple, empty chain back on my wrist. It's so light now. It's not a promise anymore. It's just a bracelet. And my secrets are finally my own.